welcome to On This Day in Tudor History with me, Claire Ridgway, author of several Tudor history books. Now today I'm taking you back to the reign of King Henry VIII. For on this day in Tudor history, the 31st of May 1529, a special Legatine court opened at Blackfriars in London. The court's purpose was to hear the case for an annulment of Henry VIII's first marriage, his marriage to Catherine of Aragon, to whom he'd been married for nearly 20 years by this point. The court was presided over by papal legate Cardinal Lorenzo Campeggio and Cardinal Thomas Wolsey. In early 1528, Cardinal Thomas Wolsey, Henry VIII's Lord Chancellor and chief advisor, had written to Pope Clement VII outlining Henry VIII's demand that the case for an annulment of his marriage be decided in England by Wolsey and a visiting papal legate, who would act with the full authority of the Pope. On the 13th of April 1528, a papal bull had empowered Cardinal Wolsey as the Pope's vice-regent to take cognizance of all matters concerning the king's divorce, and Cardinal Campeggio had been made papal legate in June 1528 in preparation for hearing the divorce case. Campeggio landed at Dover on the Kent coast on the 29th of September 1528, and on the 8th of December 1528 he arrived in London. However, at this point, as historian Eric Ives explained, his powers were not complete, which necessitated further wearisome and unsatisfactory negotiation with the papal curia. This lack of authority was actually a papal stalling tactic. Things were made worse for Henry VIII and Wolsey when Catherine of Aragon produced Pope Julius II's dispensation for her to marry Henry. This put a spanner in the works and caused delays with the case. In the meantime, Campeggio met with Catherine and advised her to join a convent, something which would allow the marriage to be annulled easily. But Catherine believed that she was Henry's true wife and queen, and she would not agree to taking the veil. Henry VIII and Wolsey then played dirty, threatening Catherine with separation from her daughter Mary if she would not obey the king. Instead of submitting to the king, Catherine fought back by appealing to Rome against the authority of Wolsey and Campeggio to try the case at the Legatine court. She had the support of the people and men like John Fisher, Bishop of Rochester, Archbishop William Warham, and Cuthbert Tunstall, Bishop of London. Campeggio could only stall for so long, and formal proceedings finally began on this day in 1529 at Blackfriars. On the 21st of June, Henry and Catherine appeared at the court, and Catherine gave an impassioned speech at the court while kneeling at her husband's feet and appealing directly to him. I'll give you a link to find out more about her speech. But in it she said that she'd been his true wife for 20 years and had given him diverse children, although God had called them out of this world. And she claimed that when Henry had taken her as his wife, that she'd been a true maid without touch of man. After stealing the show completely, she left the court, leaving the king to put forward his doubts about the marriage. Henry VIII had high hopes for this court case, but it came to nothing when the court was adjourned in July 1529 for a summer recess, never to meet again. It took until May 1533, following the break with Rome, for the marriage to be formally annulled. Also on this day in Tudor history, the 31st of May 1533, Anne Boleyn's coronation procession took place, and you can find out more about this huge procession, which included lavish pageants, orations, music and wine flowing in the conduits and in the fountains, in last year's video, which I'll give you a link to. You can subscribe by clicking that button there, and please do. You can give me a like and leave me a comment, and you can hit the bell to be notified as these videos go live. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.